Hello, so for this product you are going to need some beads. These are 12 millimeters big. You're going to need some thread, a marker and a pair of scissors. So let's begin. I cut my thread approximately 3 meters long and I'm going to look for the middle. And we are going to mark the center. So this is center. Let's start. So first we are going to take one thread, and let me hold and put 4 beads. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And we are going to pull them to the center, mark center. So now we have 4 beads, and with the second thread, so the first one and the second one, first and second, with the second thread we are going to pull through the last bead. So and we will get something like this. Okay, so this is our first circle. Then we are going to add 2 beads on the one side, so on this side there are 2 beads, and on this side we will add 1. And in this second one we are going to pull this thread through this bead and change sides of threads. So we will get something like this. And then you just repeat the process. So on the mine right thread we are going to add 2 beads, and on the left thread we are going to add 1 bead, and we are going to, with the same left thread, go through the second bead of the right thread. So we change sides of the threads and pull. and repeat the process until you reach your wanted length. So when you have reached approximately your wanted length for the last circle, you are going to take the right thread and pull through 3 beads, so not 2 like in the previous rows. 1, 2, 3, and you are going to take the left thread and pull it through the 3rd bead. So you are going to get upper and lower thread, so upper and lower, and in this bead there are threads, so we can continue doing the 2nd row. So this is the 1st row and this is going to be the 2nd row. My length is approximately 24 centimeters. So you are going to turn your work and on the right thread you are going to pull 3 beads. So 1, 2, and 3. Then you are going to take this right thread and pull it through this bead. So this is our last circle of the 1st row. These are 3 beads, and we are going to pull the right thread through this bead. Pull, 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 and we got this upper circle, so the 1st circle of the 2nd row. Then you are going to take the left thread. We didn't use the left thread, so you are going to take the left thread, and you see this is the thread. We want it to be here, so we are going to take the left thread and pull it through this bead, so the 3rd bead of the 2nd row. Then you are going to tighten it up, and this step you will repeat for the whole row. So since we have 1st and 2nd bead, we're going to add just 2 beads. So you add 2 beads on the right thread and you pull them 2. So this is the 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to pull the right thread to this through this bead. So pull the right thread through this bead. So we are going to take the left thread and you are going to pull it through the 3rd bead of the 2nd circle. and change sides. So then again you have 1 and 2, and you are going to pull 2 beads through the right thread. So you have 2 beads, and again you look 1, 2, 3, and this is going to be here, so you need to pull this thread through this bead. And you move it to the left, and then you take the left thread and pull it through the 3rd bead. On the same thread you again add 2 beads and repeat this process until you reach the 2nd circle to the end. So I'll meet you here. So for the last circle of the 2nd round, you are going to take the left thread, so this is right and this is left thread, and you are going to add 2 beads. Then you are going to take the right thread and pull it through the 2nd bead. So like in the 1st row, you are going to get this upper bead thread parts, and you can turn your work and do the same thing that you did when you started the 2nd row. So you're going to take the right thread and you are going to take 3 beads. For the 1st circle you always take 3 beads, and so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and you are going to pull this right thread through this bead. Then you are going to take the left thread and you are going to pull it through the 3rd bead and pull. Then on the 2nd circle you are going to take the right thread and put 2 beads because you already have 2. So 1 and 2, and you are going to pull them through this bead. Then you are going to take the left thread and pull it through the 3rd bead and pull. Same thread, you are going to add 2 more beads and repeat this process until you reach the end of the row. When you get to the end of the row, you are going to repeat the thing we did in the 2nd row. So you are going to add 2 beads on the left thread, and you're going to pull right thread through the second bead, and then you are going to turn your work over and repeat the process. So it is the same thing like we did with the second row. I will meet you when I reach my final size. If you run out of thread during the beading, you take the thread and cut another. I again cut approximately 1.5 meter, and then you do this, put them parallel and make a knot. You want to make a knot the closest you can to the bead you are going to pull through. So you take both of the threads and pull through and make a knot. Then pull both of the threads really hard. This is a little knot I made. Then you take the scissors and cut out everything beneath that knot. So pull again a little more and then cut. And now you will see. So here is the knot I made, and this is a new thread. You do the same with the other side. When you have reached the end, just add the last 2 beads, pull right thread through the second bead, and you can take the needle and pull through this and these beads, or you can just make a knot here, so it is of your preference. You can also just do this. So you can make a knot, or you can just do this. You pull it, push it in the back and cut the extra. So I just took the right and the left thread and wrapped it around 2 times. You can now wrap it around 3 times so that it is more secure. It looks like this. And you just cut the extra pieces. And here's the final product.